worried about, what am I going to say? Like, I'm just a 20-year-old girl and I barely have no experience in life in comparison to everybody sitting in this room. What am I going to say that is going to kind of shift what you people are thinking or understand where I'm coming from? And I think one of the biggest assets that I have today is my upbringing. Because if it weren't for the way I was brought up today, please don't cry. Don't do that. If I wasn't brought up for the way I was brought up, I don't think I would be standing here doing what I'm doing. Also, secondly, it's being brought up in a robust environment is what makes you who you are. I think coming from a very pampered upbringing, I kind of made this whole concept of I want to do something constantly my biggest asset, but sometimes it also can be a liability where I just don't stop and I would think that, you know what, maybe I need to slow down. And can I just share a little instance, a little anecdote from my life, which she doesn't really like me talking about too much. She doesn't even accept it because she comes from a very protective atmosphere. So because of this constant change that I was going through as a kid, I always wanted to do everything. If someone came and said, you know what, Ananya, there's this drawing competition, and I don't even know anything about drawing, I just go sit there, and I'd make something happen. And I constantly kept pressurizing myself to be number one in everything that I did, regardless of whether I became like that, which is what pushed me to something called as depression. And when I went to the psychologist that I went to, she said, you're 19, so this happened when I was 19. You're 19 years old. How can you possibly be depressed? Like, what do you have to be sad about? And this whole concept of you are not enough, you are not capable enough, you are not strong enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not smart enough, you're not this enough, which totally crushed my whole identity. That's where, so even though I've said that I kept redefining my identity through the course of life, I think when I hit that juncture of, like she says, emotional grit, where I couldn't actually put my foot down and say, I don't like this, I'm not going to do it. And mostly to no one outside my comfort zone. Not my mom, to not my dad, not my brother, to not Kavya, to no one, just to myself. Just tell myself, listen, you don't want to get up today, it's fine. Just take the day off. It's okay. You're 20 years old, man. Like, go party, have fun, chill. Like, just take a break because I have so much more to do and I have such a long life to live. What I want to tell you guys is that this has been really scary for me because I've only addressed the youth before. I'm part of this youth-run organization called ISEC, and we're a global organization that only focuses on youth leadership. And I've spoken to a lot of young people from my peer group. So when I was selected to come speak at this conference, I was like, what am I going to say? What am I going to do? And how is it going to impact what I'm, like, the people that I'm talking to? And then sitting with her and talking to her, the moment I told her my story, and she just lit up and she said, I love that. And I was like, okay, got it. I'm just going to go out there and do my thing. And
she's doing an amazing job.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes. So what I would like to say, my identity is even small things like my favorite color is my identity, and big things like I've been through an emotional problem that I'm getting over is also part of my identity. And I don't want it to be compartmentalized to professional and personal and role-oriented, like what Kavya said. Like, I don't want to be just known as a really good sister to my brother. I also want to be his best friend. And I just don't want to be known as a daughter to my mother. I also want to be her mentor. And I just don't want to be known as a daughter to my father. I want to be his business partner. I don't want to end it at these small taglines that societal norms has put on us, because I'm grateful to be born in this age where I can take this opportunity up and be whatever I can be. So that would be my definition of an identity in my world today, where I can be depressed one day and I can be happy one day, I can be a daughter, I can be a co-founder, I can be an engineer, and I can be whatever I want. I'm kind of done.
I think what she said is all about 3 words, moment by moment.
Moment by moment.
Yes, and what she said and what she said. The goal is same, yes. But here it is coming through rebellion, attitude, and it's by choice.
Wow, she got it.
That's a difference. That's a difference.
Well, and I want to take just maybe 1 minute because, again, we want to provide as much value for all of you, taking some of these little nuggets so that you can apply it instantly during the conference. And so one of the things, or maybe there's 3 little nuggets that I want to leave you all with, and perhaps I'm speaking at other different panels throughout the week. I'm speaking tomorrow at 1:30, and then Wednesday with my co-lead over there from London, or from the UK. We're talking both about emotional confidence, emotional intelligence. And so you guys are amazing, like so inspiring. But I want you guys to write this down. What defines you today? It's very simple. Just one exercise. What defines you today?
Sorry, I just jumped up with Alex already and I want to say my soul.
Your soul.
And I also want to applaud you for being brave and actually coming out and sharing with us, because I think for us